Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, a very good evening to one and all. Today we will be discussing again a new question on tender and quotation. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel on the YouTube also, because whatever the interactive session that we are taking over here, I am uploading the same videos on the YouTube also. So even though after this lecture, if you want to refer these videos, so you can go to the YouTube and you can check these videos. So today we have a new question, that is on 15th of August 2020, the New India Cycle Manufacturing Company was required to quote for a contract for supply of 500 bicycles. From the following details, prepare a statement showing price to be quoted to give the same percentage of net profit on turnover, that is sales, as was realized during the 6 months to 30th of June 2020. And for that purpose, information is given regarding opening stock, closing stock, purchases, then indirect charges, then stock that is finished stock, then finished stock at the end. And below that, they were saying direct wages for 6 months to 30th of June 2020 were 1,50,000. The number of bicycles manufactured during the 6 months was 2,000, including those sold and those in stock at the end of the period. The bicycles to be quoted for are to be of uniform size and quality and similar to those manufactured during the 6 months to 30th of June 2020. As from 1st August, the cost of factory labor has increased by 10% and the material by 15%. Sales during the 6 months to 30th of June 2020 were 2,70,000. In simple word, न्यू इंडिया सायकल मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कंपनी नावाची कंपनी आहे आणि 15 ऑगस्टला त्यांना एक कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट द्यायचा आहे की त्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्टमध्ये त्यांना 500 बायसिकल सप्लाय करायचे आहेत. आता 500 बायसिकल सप्लाय करण्यासाठी आपल्याला किती प्राइस कोट करावी लागेल की जेणेकरून आपला जो प्रॉफिट आहे तो सेल्स वरती या 6 महिन्यामध्ये किती असला पाहिजे याची माहिती त्यांनी आपल्याला खालीलप्रमाणे दिलेली आहे. तर याच्यात आपल्याला ओपनिंग स्टॉक दिलेला आहे, त्यानंतर परचेसेस दिले, क्लोजिंग स्टॉक दिला आहे, इनडायरेक्ट चार्जेस दिलेले आहेत आणि खाली ते असं म्हणतात की डायरेक्ट वेजेस 6 महिन्यासाठी म्हणजेच 1 जानेवारी पासून ते 30 जून पर्यंत हे 1,50,000 आहेत आणि नंबर ऑफ बायसिकल्स मॅन्युफॅक्चर्ड ड्युरिंग द 6 मंथ्स वॉज 2,000 आणि आपण ह्या 6 महिन्यामध्ये 2,000 बायसिकल्स ह्या मॅन्युफॅक्चर केलेल्या आहेत आणि त्याच्यामध्ये असा पण स्टॉक ऍड आहे की काही बायसिकल आपण सेल केलेले आहेत आणि त्यातल्या काही आपल्याकडे शिल्लक पण राहिलेल्या आहेत. आता ह्या जी बायसिकल्स आहेत त्या बायसिकल्स आपल्याला एका युनिफॉर्म साईजला म्हणजेच एकाच साईजच्या सायकली आपल्याला आणि एकाच क्वालिटीच्या सायकली आपल्याला मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग करायच्या आहेत या 6 महिन्यामध्ये आणि त्या 30 जून 2020 पर्यंत मॅन्युफॅक्चर करून द्यायच्या आहेत. तर आपल्याला 1 ऑगस्टला आपली जी फॅक्टरी कॉस्ट आहे म्हणजे फॅक्टरी मधले जे लेबर आहेत, तर 1 ऑगस्टला काय झालंय की 1 ऑगस्टला लेबरची कॉस्ट 10% वाढलेली आहे आणि मटेरियलची जी कॉस्ट आहे ती 15% वाढलेली आहे. आणि ते असं म्हणतात की जो आपला सेल्स होता या 6 महिन्यामध्ये त्या सेल्सची किंमत होती 2,70,000. तर आता ही जी दिलेली इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे या इन्फॉर्मेशनच्या आधारे पहिल्यांदा आपण सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा काय करणार आहोत, तर सगळ्यात पहिल्यांदा आपण कॉस्ट शीट काढणार आहोत. आता कॉस्ट शीट का काढायचं, कारण की टेंडर काढण्यासाठी त्यांनी इथं आपल्याला माहिती दिली आहे. बघा तुम्ही इथे पाहू शकता की ते असं म्हणतायत की जर तुम्हाला टेंडर काढायचं असेल तर 1 ऑगस्ट रोजी फॅक्टरीचं जी लेबर कॉस्ट आहे ते 10% वाढले आणि मटेरियलची जी कॉस्ट आहे ती 15% वाढली. म्हणजेच आपल्याला इथे मटेरियल कॉस्ट आणि लेबर कॉस्ट जी पूर्वी या कॉस्ट शीट मध्ये येणार आहे त्या कॉस्ट शीटच्या 10% आपल्याला कॉस्ट वाढवावं लागेल आणि मटेरियलची कॉस्ट आपल्याला 15% वाढवावं लागणार आहे. आणि टेंडर तयार करण्यासाठी आपल्याला जे काही फॅक्टरी ओव्हरहेड्स लागतील तर त्याचा आपल्याला पर्सेंटेज काढावं लागेल. म्हणून पहिल्यांदा आपल्याला काय तयार करायचंय, कॉस्ट शीट तयार करायचं आहे. मग आपण आता पहिल्यांदा काय करूया, कॉस्ट शीट तयार करून घेऊया. ऐकू येतंय सगळ्यांना? हॅलो.
हो सर.
Okay, now on my right hand side, the entire question is printed over here. So first of all, we will prepare a statement of cost sheet for the year ended, that is half year ended 30th of June 2020. So here number of bicycles they were manufactured is 2,000 and here I am calculating total amount in rupees as well as I am also calculating per bicycle what is the cost of bicycle. So as it is given in the question, that stock of material on the 1st Jan. So this will be the opening stock. So first of all, we will take the opening stock of material, that is 50,000. So from this opening stock, as you can see, stock of material, that is closing stock, it will be minus from this. Then we have to add the purchases of raw material during the 6 months, and that is 75,000. Therefore, add purchase of material 75,000. So 50,000 plus 75,000, we will get the figure of 1,25,000. So from this 1,25,000, we are supposed to minus the closing stock of rupees 7,000. And therefore, once you minus the closing stock of material, you will get the material consumed, or you can say material used, 1,18,000. As we have manufactured 2,000 bicycles, and therefore 1,18,000 divided by 2,000, you will get the per bicycle cost rupees 59. Understood everyone? समजलंय सगळ्यांना? 59 रुपये कॉस्ट कशी आली ती? Hello?
हो सर.
Okay. Now, once the material used is calculated, we are supposed to add the direct wages. And here you can see at the bottom, direct wages for 6 months ended is 1,50,000. And therefore, the next point is direct wages 1,50,000. As you can divide it by the number of bicycles, so it will come to per cycle 75 rupees is the labor cost. And as these two expenses are clubbed together, the prime cost will be 2,68,000. So 2,68,000 divided by these 2,000, you will get the prime cost per bicycle rupees 1,34,000. Now, once the prime cost is being calculated, the next step is to add the factory overheads. Now, if you look at the question here, the specifically factory or works overheads is not given, but here the indirect charges during the 6 months, as you can see here, indirect charges. So indirect charges are nothing but all indirect expenses are considered as an factory overhead or administrative overhead or the selling and distribution overhead. So here, as you can see, we should consider these indirect charges of rupees 25,000 as an factory overheads. So therefore, 25,000 divided by 2,000 per unit bicycle cost is 12 rupees 50 paisa. And in the prime cost, if you add these indirect charges, you will get the cost of production. Now, why I am saying cost of production? Actually, it is works cost. But as it is not mentioned in the question, the office or administrative expenses, so therefore, I am directly saying this cost is called as a cost of production. Otherwise, I have to write down this cost as a works cost. Then I will add it office and administrative overhead 00, and our cost of production will become 2,93,000. Even though there are no any selling and distribution expenses are given in the question, therefore total cost of production will be considered as total cost. Now, from this cost of production, as you can see here, the completed stock in hand. Completed means it's a finished stock. That is the opening balance of finished stock is 0. That is nil. And here you can see completed stock in hand, that is on 30th of June 2020 is 50,000. So this opening stock will be added. So here there is nothing to add. So I have minus the closing stock of completed stock, that is 50,000. So from the cost of production 2,93,000, if you minus the completed stock in hand 50,000, you will get the answer of rupees 2,40,000, and that cost will be called as cost of goods sold, 2,43,000. Now, in the cost of goods sold, as there are no any selling and distribution overheads, you can easily add the profit into it. And here, as you can see, as it is mentioned in the question that see here you can see to give the same percentage of net profit on turnover, and therefore to give the same from the following detail, prepare a cost sheet showing price to be quoted to give the same percentage of net profit on the turnover was realized during the 6 months, that is on the 30th of June 2020. And therefore, to give the same percentage, here I am adding 10% on sales. As you can see, the sales value is given is rupees 2,70,000. So 2,70,000 10% is 27,000. And therefore, in the cost of goods sold, if you add the 10% on sales, you will get the sales figure of rupees 2,70,000. And this is our cost sheet. Now, in this cost sheet, we are supposed to prepare, with the help of this cost sheet, we are supposed to prepare the tender. Now, let's move on to the next slide so that you can easily understood that how we can prepare the tender. So here, now first of all, I will calculate the percentage of indirect charges to direct wages. In the previous 2-3 videos and the lectures, we have calculated the percentage of factory overheads to direct charges, percentage of works overhead to administrative charges. So here, as it is specifically given indirect charges, so therefore I will calculate percentage of indirect charges on the direct wages, and therefore my formula will be indirect charges divided by direct wages multiplied by 100. So as you can see, indirect charges given in the question is 25,000. So 25,000 divided by direct wages amounted to rupees 1,50,000 here. And if you multiply by 100, you will get the percentage 16.67%. Now we have the percentage of direct, indirect charges. Now we will prepare a tender. Now here, as you can see, it is a statement of cost for a tender for 500 bicycles. We have already previously manufactured 2,000 bicycles. Now we are giving tender for 500 bicycles. So when we are sending a quotation or tender for 500 bicycle, we need to understand what was our cost as well as the labor cost. So as you can see here in this question, they mentioned that on the 1st of August, the cost of factory labor has increased by 10% and that of material by 15%. So therefore, as you can see here, the cost of material was 59. So therefore, 59 plus how much is the increase? Increase is 15%. So therefore, 59 plus 15% of 59 is equal to 67.85. And in total, if you multiply by 500, you will get the total amount of 33,925 rupees. Understood? समजलंय सगळ्यांना हे मटेरियलची प्राइस कशी आली ती? Hello?
हो सर.
Okay. Now second, similarly, we will go with the direct wages. As you can see here, we have calculated the direct wages per unit rupees 75. And here they have mentioned that the cost of factory labor has increased by 10%. And therefore, 75 plus 10% of 75. So the per unit cost will become 82.50. And if you multiply 82.50 with this 500 bicycles, you will get the amount of rupees 41,250. And the addition of both these items is prime cost per unit for 500 bicycle is 150.35, and the total cost for prime cost for 500 bicycles is 75,175. And now our indirect charges are, here you can see 16.67, that is 1/6 of the wages. Or you can multiply 16.67% multiplied by direct wages, you will get the amount of 13.75. As you can see here, the amount of direct wages is 1,50,000. So if you multiply 1,50,000 with the 16.67%, you will get the amount of rupees 6,875. And if you divide 6,875 by 500 bicycles, then here you will get per unit bicycle cost 13.75. Now, if you make the addition of prime cost plus indirect charges, you will get the per unit bicycle cost of production, that is 164.10. Here you can write down factory cost also, and in the factory cost or works cost, you can add the office and administrative overhead, that is 0. And after that, you will get the cost of production 164.10. And this is nothing but the addition of above two items. Now, as it is mentioned that profit is 10% on sales, and therefore, as you can see, sales price is here it is 10% on sales. But if we don't know the amount of sales, so in that situation, you can again use the formula cost price plus profit is equal to sales. And as we don't know the amount of sales, we will consider sales as 100 and profit is 10. Therefore, our cost price is 90. And now I can write the equation. If 90 is equal to, here our production cost is 82,050. 82,050. Then for 100, how much would be the cost? And you can see 82,050 multiplied by 100, and if you divide this by the 900, you will get the amount of rupees 91,167. And if you divide the 91,167 by rupees or by 500 bicycles, you will get the per unit cost rupees 182.33. And from the 164.10, if you minus the 182.33, you will get the cost of profit, that is 18.23 per unit, and in total 9,117 rupees. So any doubt so far? Anybody? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, have you understood? Because this is the last question that I'm taking on the tender and quotation. Now I think in the next week I'm going to start with a new topic. And that is the reason I'm asking you if you feel any of the doubt, because I have taken the number of questions more. Because if you just look at the number of questions that I have taken, they are more than whatever we are taking in the classroom also. As this is our distance learning, and for that purpose, I have made myself to be comfortable with you all. And if you does not understood any of the question, you may please ask me, no issue. Thank you. So any comments on this? Hello?